Hi everyone, it's me, Krillius, Team Racine Productions MC and producer, and joining me today is comedian and wonderful person all around, Bria Bedeau. Welcome, Bria.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? I see
I'm
your
fine. I was gonna say my thing kind of adjusted. That's
yeah,
weird. There we go. I was like, what
there we
happened? There we
go.
are. I'm back.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So great to have you here with me today. How's everything going?
Considering it's a pandemic, and I'm
Mhm.
not dead,
Yes.
pretty good. Pretty good.
You are a comedian. And tell me, where does your sense of humor come from? Tell me what inspires your comedy.
Much like a lot of other Black people, I think it's safe to say oppression. And I
Hmm.
know that sounds really like a little bit morbid and stuff, but whatever. Oppression makes for the best jokes. Like pressure makes diamonds, my nigga. Like I just, that's kind of where I come from. I got a lot of different people in my family backgrounds. I've got immigrant. Half my family's from Trinidad and Tobago, so
Oh,
you know they might.
love the West Indian. Love it, love
Yes.
it.
So like they're hustlers. They came over. My grandmother came over here with like $20,000 Trinidadian money,
Hmm.
and two kids, and just kind of make it made it happen. And my other grandparents are from the South, like Virginia and North Carolina.
Hmm.
So struggle is in the blood. My grandmother grew
Yeah.
up picking cotton before school, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean, she's not like a million years old or anything either, she's
Yeah,
69.
yeah.
So it's like it's like I hear those stories, and then I'm living in the city. I'm a Black queer woman in DC. And so there's just a lot to pick from. Life is just as depressing and ugly as it is beautiful and hilarious. I
Hmm.
truly believe that.
One true, true, true. And tell me, at what point, in your life did you realize that you had this knack for comedy and you wanted to do it like as a real thing?
Well, I always wanted to do comedy. I used to watch Comedy Central when I was a kid. Comedy Central actually really had comedians doing comedy. So
Yeah.
so I lived off of just, watching a bunch of people do stand up. I was able to see Black comedians do stand up, not
Yeah.
just a Dave Chappelle, who I love. I love Dave
Mhm.
Chappelle, is one of my favorite comedians of all time, but like a Richard Pryor or an Eddie
Yes.
Murphy or something like that. So
Mhm.
I was always exposed to comedy, and I always like to make people laugh. I used to say my little brother is my first audience because I used to love just making him laugh about
Yeah.
anything, just stupid jokes. But one day I realized I could make adults laugh as a child. And sometimes adults just tell kids stuff to get them out of the way. But I was like, no,
Mhm.
these people kind of vibing with me. They actually laughed at what I had to say. I kind of want to make them do that
Of course. Yes, yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. So, now you're at this point, and you talked about the pandemic. Tell me, how you've had to adjust, anything in your life, or when it comes to, or even how you do comedy now since the pandemic has been upon us for around 6 months now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, definitely thought this was going to not be this long. It's funny, I came out officially as a bisexual last year, and then I was like, I'm gonna do Pride this year. It's gonna be great.
Mhm.
And I started making this new joke where it was like the moment I said I liked women, the world closed down. So it's like, all right, six more months of dick. Here we go. Like, um, but it's not been as terrible as it's as I thought it was going to be. I will say at the beginning I was very nervous. Didn't know
Mhm.
what to expect. I was in the process of trying to move out of my mom's house, which that has not happened, but it's okay because the Wi-Fi works perfectly here, so I'm chilling.
Uh-huh.
But it's definitely stopped me in my tracks, and it made me think about what it is that I'm actually doing and where it is that I'm actually going. Like they
Mhm.
always say, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And I had so many plans,
Yes.
and God was like, "Girl."
Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more.
He hit me with the, "This might be your type five. Like this is like keep going." And I was like, "Okay." So I was like, "All right, Jesus." But actually, I find this to be, I've been calling it the great equalizer. Everything that I
Mhm.
thought that I wanted to do, this has really opened my eyes and showed me that I should just focus on what I can do. And so because of that, virtual comedy has been a big thing. People are more and more talking about it a lot, but virtual comedy has really kind of blown up in the past few months because the
Mhm.
truth of the matter is a true comedian at the core of themselves has low self low self-esteem and depression. We need attention. Like six
I
months of just not doing comedy with no validation, there would be a lot more dead people around. It's like I can't take it.
Yes,
Like
we need the validation. I need attention. I'm so
I need
sorry.
it all the laughs. Like
Yes.
but I've been able to do virtual comedy. It's been a lot of fun because of virtual comedy, all of the networking that I wanted to do, I wanted to expand and get out of just the DMV scene. And I
Mhm.
didn't really know how I was going to do that because, like, living is hard. I'm 27 years old. I'm a
Yeah.
comedian. I'm a barista, which is not like paying all the bills because I live in my damn mama's house.
Yeah.
So, where am I going to have all this money to do all this traveling? Virtual comedy said, I got you, girl. So,
Mhm.
I've just been talking to people from not just around the country, but around the globe. I've even was able to start my own comedy show with a friend of mine, and we've been able to do a platform. It's called Women Behind Glass. Sorry, I'm
Of
like plugging.
course.
It's called Women Behind Glass. We have cisgender, transgender women, and non-binary people.
Mhm.
They come in, they do comedy. We try to pay them whenever we can. It's a ticketed show, so that's why we do ticketed, so we can pay people. Because I
Ah,
know what it's like. They want money. Um, and need it. But it's been great. We've had women and non-binary people from Malaysia, from Tokyo, from Canada, LA, and we're DC based, which is cool because we were featured in the Boston
lovely.
Globe last Friday.
Yes. Okay.
So like,
That's
it's
really,
nice.
really good. That is really, really nice. And it's one of the things about this period, about this quarantine pandemic period where it's for individually and personally, many people, have the chance to self-reflect and to introspect and to, really kind of understand themselves and know what they want for the future and kind of pinpoint that, or sometimes not even pinpoint it, but like get new things, be inspired, by new things. And another thing that this time has led to is so much more creativity in the virtual space, which I think is really, really important. When this thing happened, we here at Team Racing really had to pivot, and now we've been 6 months in doing this virtual, leaning into it, getting into it. And so I fully get you. I fully get where, that's coming from. And congrats so much on Women Behind Glass.
Thank
I
you.
mean, that's really, 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 really amazing. Tell me, how can people follow you and keep up with you and, as well as, support you and watch Women Behind Glass as well?
Well, my Venmo is. I'm kidding.
No, you can know.
No,
Shameless the plug, baby. Shameless the plug. Give us the Venmo.
if you want to give me reparations money,
Yes.
my Venmo is Pay Bria Badu, which is just my name. I was like, let's keep it simple. Like, pay me.
Yes.
If you would like to follow me on any social medias, my name is Bria Badu. People always ask me, what is your stage name? It's like, it's my name. God did a
Yes.
pretty good job giving my mom the, domain of naming me. And she did a really great job not wasting this name. I'm about to
Yes, we
trademark this
love
baby
an
once I make some money.
alliteration, honey. We love an alliteration. It's bold, it's brassy, it's brash. It's giving you Bria Bidot. We love it. It's
Exactly,
good.
exactly. I'm named essentially like a comic book character, so how could I waste
Mhm.
that? It's
I
Wally West,
agree.
Bria Badu. Like
Wonderful,
but
wonderful.
you can follow me at Bria Badu on
Mhm.
Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram at say Brie Cheese, which is
Mhm.
BRIECHEEZ.
Mhm.
And I do very shitty punny dad jokes about my name and just dad jokes in general. So if you want to be a part of that, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry that that's what you're into. But you can go ahead and follow me. And at first I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it, but I have this friend, she's like a couple years younger than me. I like to
Mhm.
say I have an old lady personality and a young woman's body, but my
Mhm.
face looks younger than my actual body is. So I have to always have like my 25, 24-year-old friends like, girl, you should do Twitter, blah, blah, blah. And so I was originally not going to post my Twitter because it was like a knockdown, drag out fight with a friend of mine. My co host actually, she
Mhm.
forced me to get a Twitter because I was like, I don't want that shit. It's a fight club. And she was like, no, you got to do it. So I'll share my Twitter. It is at Miss MS Momo Monko. I'll spell that for
Mhm.
you. MOMO Manko. I'm all about alliteration.
Yes, we love, listen, alliterations. One of my favorite literary devices. So trust me, I love an alliteration.
I
And
think it's a Caribbean thing. We just like the way it
yes, oh
sounds.
yes, oh yes, it fully is. It's definitely a Caribbean thing. It's definitely a Caribbean thing. Listen, Bria, thank you so much for joining me here today. And to our viewers, all the links will be in the description. So that's great. Thanks so much, Bria. It's been such a
Thank you
pleasure
for
and so
having
fun
me.
having you. Of course, my pleasure.
Oh,
And to our viewers, thank you guys for watching. Bye, everyone.
bye, everybody. Thank you. Ooh, this is fun.